Identify the antonym of the underlined word from question 201 to question 202. The ruler expects full allegiance from his subjects at all times. A. Obedience. B. Homage. C. Disloyalty. D. Disapproval. So before we continue, welcome to this place. So today we'll be starting from question 201 to question 220. Stay tuned and let's practice together. And before we continue also, check this number right here. If you are interested in tutorial or mentorship, just share this number to join the tutorial, or interested in mentorship, just share this number. And if you are interested in getting JAMB syllabus for any subject, just share this number right here on WhatsApp to get the syllabus. So back to the question. So we have to identify the antonym of the underlined word, and the underlined word is allegiance. Before we can know the opposite of allegiance, we need to know the meaning of allegiance. What's allegiance? Allegiance means to pledge loyalty to a ruler, to nation, to a particular cause. So that's allegiance. That's allegiance. So the opposite for allegiance, the opposite includes disloyalty, betrayal, unfaithfulness, treachery, and infidelity. So these are the opposites of the underlined word, which is allegiance. So let's check our option. Obedience, homage are still similar to allegiance. So the correct answer is disloyalty. Disloyalty is the opposite word and the antonym word for allegiance. Question 202. The town was all agog at his unexpected return. The town was all agog at his unexpected return. A. Unexcited. B. Excited. C. On fire. D. Surprised. Before we know the antonym, what do we need to know first? The meaning of the word agog. So what's agog? Agog means to be in high anticipation or eagerness to see a particular person. So the town was eager, was in high anticipation at his unexpected return. So the town they are excited, they are eager. So the opposite word for agog includes uninterested, apathetic, unexcited. So these are the opposite words for agog. And if we check our option, we can find unexcited in option A, which is the correct answer. So if you haven't subscribed or you are just new to this channel, make sure you subscribe now as we move to the next one. Identify the synonym of the underlined word from question 203 to question 204. Question 203. His plans boomeranged on him. A. Backfired. B. Catapulted. C. Bounced. D. Fell. So we are looking for the synonym, which also means the nearest in meaning for the word boomerang. So what's boomerang? Boomerang means to rebound or return unexpectedly, and it also means to backfire. And if we check our option, we can find backfire. Avoid option C, bounced. Avoid it. Backfired is the appropriate answer. Question 204. Obi's dog is old but still lively. We are also asked to look for the synonym word for lively. A. Barking. B. Frisky. C. Howling. D. Attractive. So before we can know the nearest in meaning, what is lively? Lively means to be energetic. It means to be energetic. It also means to be vivacious. And it also means to be frisky. And frisky means to be energetic, to be lively. So frisky is the appropriate answer. Frisky is the appropriate answer. So before we move to the next one, check the description right now. There is a quiz link there, and make sure you participate in the quiz. It is very important. They are likely questions that you are likely to see in your exam. So make sure you participate in the quiz. So guys, let's move to the next one. Question 205. Which of the option perfectly rhymes with night? Night. This K is silent, so it is not pronounced. A, kite. B, neat. C, night. D, neat. So all these four options, they have the same ending with night. The word T, kite, neat, night. Neat with the word T, they have the same ending with night. But the one that has the complete rhyme is option C, night. Night. They both have perfect rhyme. They rhyme perfectly. So option C, night, is the appropriate answer. JAMB do test areas on rhymes. So make sure you note this. Question 206. Stress pattern of examination is? Can you look at it well? And I hope you are answering the question before I show the solution. Make sure you do that. And if you have not been doing that, start doing that now. It is very essential. So, examination. We are going to identify it with capital letter, the one that is capitalized. So, I already said earlier that once a word ending with TION, the stressed part is the word before the TION. I said that in our previous episode. For those that are following, TION, words ending with TION, the penultimate syllable, which is the NA, that is the stressed part. And if we check our option D is wrong. And because NA is in small letter, option C is also wrong. NA is in small letter. Option B is wrong. Why? Because AM is also in capital letter. Option A, examination. Examination. Can see that? So guys, before we move to the next one, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe now. Turn on that notification bell so once I drop a new video, you'll be the first person to watch the video. So guys, let's move to the next one. Question 207. Interpret the following sentence. He threw in the towel means he dashed. A, started afresh. B, got angry. C, gave up. D, become aggressive. So let's start from option D. Become aggressive means to be very brutal or harsh. So to give up means to surrender. And he threw in the towel means to give up, to surrender, or to admit defeat. To admit defeat. Option B, got angry. It also means to be vexed. And start afresh means to start a new chapter. So the correct answer is gave up. Gave up. So guys, don't give up. That score that you are expecting, just keep pushing. It's just a timely reminder. Just keep pushing. That your score that you are aiming, you are going to get it. Just be consistent and study smart, not hard. Study smarter, not harder. So back to the question. He threw in the towel means he gave up. He gave up. Don't give up, Omoba. So let's continue. Interpret the following sentence. So we have to interpret just like question 207. Question 208. He is backing up the wrong tree. He is backing up the wrong tree. So backing up the wrong tree means A, chasing shadows. B, choosing a wrong approach. C, shouting unnecessarily. D, acting aggressively. Acting aggressively. So acting aggressively, as I said earlier here, became aggressively, acting aggressively, they are still similar. Shouting unnecessarily is wrong. Choosing a wrong approach, chasing shadows. So what do chasing shadows mean? Chasing shadows means chasing or working on an empty project, something unrealistic. That is what chasing shadows means. So the correct answer is choosing a wrong approach. So backing up the wrong tree means choosing a wrong approach or supporting the wrong person. It can happen in politics, it can happen in any sector. So choosing a wrong approach is the appropriate answer. So without wasting time, let's move to the next one. Question 209. These 6 employers dash absent from work since New Year's Day. A are, B have been, C were, D had been. Before we fit in the option here, we need to read meaning to the question. These 6 employers dash absent from work since. So since is already include since. So we are going to use present perfect tense. These 6 employers have been. Have been is the most appropriate answer, and it is the present perfect tense. These 6 employers have been absent from work since New Year's Day. Question 210. Some scientists are trying to dash human beings in their laboratories. A. Implicate. B. Replicate. C. Fabricate. D. Imitate. Before you answer this kind of question, you need to answer using the question. It includes laboratories. So we are going to find the word in the option that fits well or go well with laboratories. Starting from option D, imitate. Imitate means to mimic a particular person. So imitate is wrong. It does not go well with the question. Option C, fabricate. You cannot fabricate human being. You can only fabricate a machine. So fabricate is also wrong. Replicate, option B. Some scientists are trying to replicate. What does replicate mean? Replicate means to copy, to clone, to duplicate. So that's what replicate means. And implicate is also wrong. So replicate is the correct answer. Some scientists are trying to replicate human beings in their laboratories. So guys, let's move to the next one. Question 211. I am dashed to another week's holiday this year after such a tedious job. A. Due. B. Qualified. C. Looking. D. Entitled. So let's start from option A, due. You can only be due for promotion. You can only be due for something, and you can only be qualified for something. So you can only be due or qualified for something. And this STH means something. So it can be a job. I am qualified for the job. So that job means something. Looking, it is wrong to say I am looking to another week's holiday. You can only look up to something. You can only look up to something. So looking is also wrong. The correct answer is entitled. I am entitled to another week's holiday this year after such a tedious job. So entitled is the most appropriate answer. Question 212. Cooking has never been Jumoke's dash. A. Recital. B. Purview. C. Style. D. Forte. So this forte is a French word, and this forte means strength or talent. So cooking has never been Jumoke's forte. So option D is the correct answer. Style is not related because we are talking about cooking here, and cooking can be a talent or strength. Purview and recital are also not related to the question. So guys, without wasting much time, let's move to the next one. Question 213. Many students have joined the dash. A. Revivalist apostrophe, B. Revival, C. Revivalist, D. Revivalist with the S. So which of these is correct? Drop your answer in the comment section. So the appropriate answer is revivalist without the S. Revivalist is a noun, but in this context, it's an adjective. Many students have joined the revivalist. Question 214. Dash is illness. Please be attentive. It is very important. You have been making mistake on this particular question, so I want you to be very attentive now. Dash is illness. Muhammad could not come to school. A. Owing to, B. Due to, C. Referring, D. With reference to. So let's start from option D. With reference to his illness, Muhammad could not come to school. That's wrong. Referring to his illness, that is also incorrect. Due to his illness, Muhammad could not come to school. That's a bit correct, but it does not sound well. Owing to his illness, Muhammad could not come to school. That's the formal and the correct answer. Avoid using due to his illness, he could not come to school, or Muhammad could not come to school. I've been a victim of using due to, but I am correcting you now. Due to is wrong. Owing to his illness is the correct and the formal English. Owing to his illness, Muhammad could not come to school. So guys, let's continue. Question 215. I missed the match though it was shown on television on 2 nights. A. Concurrent, B. Consistent, C. Concrete, D. Consecutive. So let's start from option A, concurrent. Concurrent is repeating something at the same time. Repeating something at the same time. But for consistent is to be focused and doing a particular thing repeatedly. For concrete, concrete means solid or real evidence. And for consecutive, consecutive means back to back night. So it's the one that fits well with this question. I missed the match though it was shown on television on 2 consecutive nights without space, without break. On 2 consecutive nights without break. So consecutive is the appropriate answer. Question 216. Vital dash is still spread dash word to mouth in most villages in Africa. A. Information or by, B. Information or through, C. Information or from, D. Information or with. So let's start from option D. Vital information is still spread with word. That is wrong. With does not go with word. Option C. Vital information is still spread from word to mouth. It is wrong to say from word to mouth. Option C. Vital information is still spread through word to mouth. That's also wrong. Option A. Vital information is still spread by word to mouth. It's still spread by word to mouth. By word to mouth is a phrasal verb, and by word to mouth means to share information verbally or oral, not written. To share information verbally. So guys, let's continue. And if you are watching up to this moment and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Make sure you subscribe now. Let's continue. Interpret the following sentence from question 217 to question 218. Question 217. It was a blessing in disguise means, so we have to interpret blessing in disguise. A planned success, B. A costly reward, C. A fortunate thing initially unseen, D. A public favor. So a blessing in disguise, it means not something not good when starting it and later turned out to be a blessing. That's what we call a blessing in disguise. What you didn't expected from an outcome of something that later now turned to a blessing. So that's what we call a blessing in disguise. So if we check our option, a planned success, no. you planned it, but from the outset it is not good, but later turns out to be good. So a planned success is wrong. Option B, a costly reward. No, it's not a reward. Reward is different from blessing. C, a fortunate thing initially unseen. Yes, that's the appropriate answer. Question 218. The politician played to the gallery to win the election. Politician can do anything to win election if you don't know. Option A, obey the people. Option B, sang a good song for the people. Option C, went out of his way to appeal to the taste of the people. Option D, went to the gallery. Before I say anything, went to the gallery is wrong. Because you are seeing gallery and you are seeing gallery here does not make it correct. It makes it wrong. In fact, anytime you are seeing the question, the phrasal verb or the idioms you saw in the question, you are seeing it in the option, just eliminate it. They are just there to confuse you. So option C, went out of his way to appeal to the taste of the people. What does play to the gallery means? Play to the gallery means to go a long way just to appeal, just to please some least part of people, some sophisticated part of people, in order to gain their maximum approval. So that was why he was able to win the election. The politician played to the gallery. That means he went out of his way to appeal to the taste of the people. To appeal to the taste of the people to win the election. It is wrong to say sang a good song for the people. No. Play the gallery does not even relate to sang a good song. Obey the people. No. That's also wrong. So option C is the appropriate answer. So guys, before we continue, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe now. And if you are interested in still joining my tutorial, so you can have more of this, chat me on this number. You can chat me on this number right now, so you can join my tutorial. And if you are still studying and you have not get your JAMB syllabus, why haven't you get it? Make sure you send me a message to get it now. And check my description. I will say that again. Check my description. You will see a quiz link there. Make sure you participate in that quiz. It is very important. So guys, let's continue. Choose the word that has the same stress pattern as the given word from question 219 to question 220. Refuse is pronounced as refuse because it is the noun refuse. But if you want to pronounce it in form of adjective, it is called refuse. But for now, it is called refuse. Now is a thing, and this refuse is a thing. So we have to choose the word that has same stress pattern with refuse. We have intact, obscure, phantom, reform. So for option D, reform, the second syllable, it is the one that has the stress pattern. Reform. So represented with capital letter. For phantom, it is pronounced as fan. It is the first syllable. Phantom. As you can see that. Obscure. So it is split into two. This is the first and this is the second. So the one capitalized are the stressed pattern and the stressed words. So obscure is the stressed word. Obscure is very stressed. For option A, intact. It is also the second one. Intact. So for the question refuse, you can see that is stressed. Refuse. So if we check refuse and if you look at our option, the one that is stressed in the first syllable is phantom and refuse. So they have the same stress pattern. For intact, obscure, and reform, the stressed part fall on the second syllable. So phantom is the appropriate answer. Question 220. Apparent apparent. So we have to look for the one that have the same with the option. So let's start from option D, which is appetite. Appetite. So it is written as appetite. Appetite. App is very stressed. Appetite. So let's check for option C. Paragraph. 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 So this, the first syllable is the one that is stressed. For option B, telephone. Telephone. It is also tel that is stressed. Telephone. For arrested, it is pronounced, it is written as arrested. So the second syllable is the one that is stressed. Arrest is not about how the pitch goes. It is about how stressed it is. That is how you answer question on stress. Arrest, you can see that it's very stressed. Arrested. Apparent, you can see they are similar. Apparent. So let's write for apparent. Apparent. You can see that this PAR is stressed. So the one that have the same one with the question, which is apparent, is arrested. Apparent. So with this, we've come to the end of this video. If you find this video helpful, make sure you like, share and subscribe. But before you go, if you are interested in my premium tutorial that is ongoing, just chat me right now on WhatsApp so you can participate. And before you go, make sure you participate in the quiz I told you earlier. The quiz link is in the description. Keep learning and keep practicing. We will continue from here in the next episode, which is episode 12, and it will continue from question 221 to question 240. So it's important to subscribe so you don't miss out. See you in the next one.